Good morning, everybody. This is Darren Redmond for Redmond's Wrap Up. It's indoor edition with a little rain outside, Tuesday, October 2nd. We have John Lester. We have Kyle Freeland. We have NL wildcard action today. You might not notice that if you look at the morning shows because they're talking about a basketball player in Europe slapping somebody. They're talking about a wonderful Monday night game last night. They're talking about a lot of other things, but disrespecting a playoff game. Literally disrespecting a playoff game. And we won't even get into that. There's reasons why they do it. They do market studies and this and that and pretend for whatever reason that talking about a player who's playing in Europe slapping another player is somehow more important than a wild card game. We'll see. What the Dodgers are doing is pretty incredible. And we'll talk about the Dodgers series against the Braves tomorrow or the next day. But again, they win the division once again after a one-game play-in, game 163, beating the Rockies in LA. The Cubs lost to the Milwaukee Brewers at home yesterday, so that's why they have to play the wild card game today. I'm a baseball historian, been a big fan of baseball forever. These Milwaukee Brewers, they remind me of the Go-Go White Sox of 1959 that went to the World Series, lost to the LA Dodgers with the remnants of the old Brooklyn Dodger team that left after the 57 season. They're just punch and Judy, good pitching. Their relievers are just unbelievable. Great defense with Milwaukee. But let's talk about the game today. Colorado Rockies, Chicago Cubs. Chicago lost at home yesterday, so they were probably a little surprised about that. But they don't need to get on a plane, go from LA, fly half the country, land in Chicago, get settled in a city like that. And when I say a city like that, I'm from New York City. What I mean is just a great city. A place to get a good meal and maybe see a show and do some things. But the focus has to be on baseball. So there's one game series. One game takes it all. What do we think is going to happen today? Lester has been here before. He knows what to do. He's a shutdown kind of pitcher. Chicago's playing in front of a raucous crowd at home with some great managerial skills on their team. But I just think the Rockies are going to sneak a win in. Late pass ball kind of, late run in the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning. Hit batsman. Something kind of odd, just the way that I'm feeling it right now. Because Colorado has scratched and clawed their way back into contention. They're probably feeling a little surly having to move from LA to Chicago for the one-game playoff. In Chicago, you have to be careful because Chicago losing at home is probably all riled up, ready to go. But sometimes that makes you a little overconfident. We're home. We'll win it at home. I think the Colorado Rockies take this. Final score, 5-4, 5-3, somewhere in there. I just want to mention this real quick. Tomorrow, the Oakland A's play the Yankees. I'm amazed. I live out here in the Central Valley of California, and the Oakland A's have been a phenomenal team. And almost nobody's talking about them. Look out. Don't be surprised if at the end of this thing, and I'm not giving this prediction yet, but don't be surprised if it ends up Oakland and Milwaukee in the World Series. This is Darren Redmond for Redmond's Wrap Up. Put a bow on it. Colorado Rockies should win today, beat the Chicago Cubs. This is Darren Redmond for Redmond's Wrap Up.